straight from the horse's mouth. You better get it straight from the horse's mouth. Straight from the horse's mouth. You better get it straight from the horse's mouth. Everybody's whispering, gossiping. Guess there is a price to fame.
So we have something.
Always saying this and that with no
That's right. 5 kids. Okay, wait a minute. So I have 4 boys, 1 girl.
I have 4 girls, 1 boy.
What in the? That is great. See, we were destined to have this conversation. Marrying to the Wayans family, it's 10 of them, right?
Well, just the 10 that you see, but then there's like all the nieces, nephews.
Right.
You know.
Because I'm a family of 14. I'm the youngest girl, and then I have a brother that's like a year young. It's 14 of us. I was born in Arkansas, but raised in Kansas City.
That's awesome. I think it's beautiful. I'm like, whenever I have to write occupation, I always write beautiful people maker.
Oh, I like that. Oh, and I call myself a breeder.
Hi.
So maybe I should start using
I mean, my children, I think they're beautiful, but also, it also is like, when I leave people, it's kind of corny or cliche or something, but when I leave them, I want them to be better because I was in their space.
And I saw you on, I was flipping through the channel, because I don't watch Marrying the Game. And you were so like me, the nurturing, and so that's what you were doing. Is that what you do a lot? Like talk to people and like help them through?
I mean, sometimes it's really not, it's not like I'm trained in that. I'm not like some life coach or something, but it's really just, you know, like a person in their problems, whatever it is, they're swirling around in the muck of it, and you're just sitting with a little more perspective, a little bit further away, like, oh, that's not a big deal, that's kind of just a spider web, it's not like it's not a tornado, it's not something ruining your life, it's just that, and you can give like a little more of that viewpoint because you're exterior to it.
How is it like being an only child and coming into such a big family, and then they're all comedians, like what is that like?
I realized, it took me a minute to realize that you know, it's just a group. It's like anything else. They're a group. And so where I had, my family was made up of me and my parents, which is a much more expanded group, and in there are other dynamics or a variety of dynamics. And then what you define yourself as a group. Which is the family and the best friends and what the codes of honor are.
I said your relatives is people who was chosen for you and said, okay, these are the people that you that are in your life. And I said, but family are the ones you chose.
That's right.
And those are the ones you're gonna have fewer of those. I mean, I had no say that cousin such and such is my cousin, but just because we're relatives doesn't mean that I have to deal with it. So if you're toxic or you're negative or whatever.
That's right.
My family is who, and I said family does not have to be blood related.
That's right.
That's somebody you pick. You decide through your life who your family is. Relatives are chosen for you. Family, you decide.
I call it a tribe. I go, you know, like I talk about the kids, my children, which we call ourselves the Incredibles. I talk about the tribe members.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the tribe members, and then we have like other people that come into the tribe.
Yeah,
and this is what we're down for and not all about.
So are you a disciplinarian with the kids?
We just have rules, like you know, I always say I'm like the mayor of the town, which is our house. So I just, you know, I try to be really as fair as possible. And sometimes my kids go, you know, Mommy, can you just put on your 16-year-old hat for a minute? I'm like, right. Let me just be 16 for a minute. Now, what do you want me to understand? You know, or but it's really about having fun. Like we have our responsibilities, we work hard, we play hard, and laughter and being funny is a very, very high priority. And Keenan definitely made sure that our children, he said a couple things, that he wanted them to know that they could be paid to tell jokes, because I guess maybe for him, like going to college, he went to college to study engineering, but not because he wanted to be an engineer. It's just like, there's no elective, there's no
stand-up comedian comedy.
Go and be a comic. So it's just like, well, I'll just go. I don't know where to be this. And then, you know, it's hard. It was hard for his family to understand that. Like, how do you make money being funny? And what determines funny? And
I guess they have to answer to their question.
Right. And so my children oftentimes sell jokes to their uncles. They're
Really?
always like,
oh, wait a minute.
I'm not a joke. And it's nice when you have uncles that have paper, but they definitely will sell a joke.
I love that. And I want to know which ones that they gave credit for.
Yeah, they will sell a joke. Keita and I just had this conversation yesterday. Like, one of our kids is just funny, and one of the biggest things is her timing, because people forget, like, it's not just like
the
that you do
everything.
something silly. It's the timing of it, and that there's no communication lag in between, that you're quick with it, and you're just like, and she's
without thought.
Right, that's Bella. And so the other day, she was just like on such a roll for so long, and when I say so long, I mean like a couple of weeks, and I'm like, okay, well, do you understand that? Like, we could just squash the school. We could get right. And she's like, oh, I hadn't thought about that. But she knows, like, I take it really seriously, being funny, and we take it seriously in our house. And Keaton always said that they could get out of trouble if they could make him laugh.
I love that.
Yeah, because you don't want to be like, you know, such a disciplinarian that you lose your sense of humor. It's like finding the humor in that, because that's really what gets you. If you were going to be a comic, it's like taking pain or taking difficult situations
and turning it into something
positive. And changing that into like what could be funny about this, or what could incite some laughter.
And I will tell my embarrassing stories and laugh, because I was a GM at Mel's Drive-In in West Hollywood. And, you know, I wear the wig, and then I will put, like, cornrows in the back, but I had a clip in my wig. And one of my employees came in, and he wanted to get food, so they have to ask. I'm in the office. And so I leaned back in the chair and was talking to him, himing. And so when I got...
Don't tell me the wig was stuck in the chair. Don't tell me the wig was stuck in the chair.
Daphne, when I sat up, because the clip got caught on the back of the chair, and my wig fell off. That is hysterical. So wait, so I picked it up and I just tried to put it back on like a hat, right? Because
and now it's crooked.
The clip was too tight on it, so I couldn't just sit it back on there. So I had to take the clip off, and Jaime's is like
mortified.
So I put it on and then I was like, so anyway.
That's hysterical.
But wait, so after he left, because I'm like, there's a lot of people that are not black, they think everything is your hair. Like, black people know that's a wig. He clearly thought it was my hair.
Right. No.
After I had 4 kids, I was like 118 pounds.
Oh.
When I met 40, they say your metabolism slowed down. Mine just left. It was just like, I'm out.
Yeah, we're good.
Like, can you
been good. Yeah.
Because I eat everything. So how do you stay looking fabulous?
Well, I never not include working out as something I do.
You work out? Dang.
I worked out before I came here.
Really?
I actually did. As I keep a gym bag in the car. I don't have any magic for you. And I eat good, and I like to eat a lot. And I try to, because I started to realize that, this kind of, again, one of these corny talks.
Why do you keep saying this corny? It's so not.
Okay. So, because I don't know, I just feel like it's boring and preachy. But in modern life, it's very sedentary. We sit on our devices, we drive in our cars, and if you have a whip, you drive in your whip. But you drive in your cars, and you don't, like, move your body. So we would be, like, picking up stuff and cooking and moving our bodies a lot and walking places. And we don't do that very much. And if we do, we go to the gym for an hour, and that's it. And so I was pregnant so often back to back to back that I just would, like, the only thing I ever wanted to do for myself in order to give everything to my kids, to my husband, to give myself in that way, is I needed to work out every day. So
that's your outlet. That's your.
Well, I would say I don't love doing it, but if you ask me afterwards, I will go, that was great, I want to do it again. But I never feel like doing it. So I would literally sit like a fireman, set all of my clothes beside my bed, I still do, and I roll out into them and just go to the gym without thinking. I just go to the gym, I jump up, I do something. And then that way I feel like I've gotten that done. So that's part of it, like moving your body. And then the other part is I happen to like really good food. I just like.
But what's really good food to you? So good food for me is like stuff with extra butter and all that stuff.
Oh, see, so there's some things I made like I don't do that. You know, like I don't do drugs, I don't drink, I don't do like butter's up there with that.
Wait a minute, butter's up there with drugs and alcohol?
Well, no, in terms of not how bad it is, but one of the things I don't do. But I actually like butter. I like butter if it's cold a little bit, but I don't buy it. Like I don't buy it.
Are you vegetarian?
I was vegan forever, and now I just am probably. Maybe I could call myself pescatarian. I'm not like so dogmatic, like so nuts about it. If you look at the religious people, how they eat animals, like you know, or look at okay. So I have snakes, right? So I have snakes, right? So I have snakes, right? So I have snakes.
You do for real?
For real. My purse, but I don't have.
You have snakes?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because they kind of fit in the way that I can have animals.
Okay, we gotta talk. I'm
right, like
so afraid of snakes,
no,
even if
really
they're dead. Like if it was flattened in the street dead, I'm scared of it.
Yeah, it's just like that's all hype in movies. They're really sweet.
No, Daphne.
Okay, so let me just say this. I know their teeth are about as big as a toothbrush, so that's not
I can't
anything.
believe you have a snake.
Yeah, 3 of them. But look, so this is what I'd say. When they eat, they would never eat an animal or carnivorous animals would never eat a sick animal. They go, something is wrong with it. You wouldn't eat that if it were sick. And they want it like to kill it themselves. They want to know that it's the best quality. Like it's a fighter and it's a, well, I think it's innate. It's innate, right? But if you gave them like I don't want to say how my animals eat, right? But they only eat mice. And ideally they just kill it themselves. But if it were killed, it has to be within like 10 minutes, or else they won't eat it.
Are you serious?
So like getting food that is killed like days before, traveled around the world, in a market for however long, and then to your table is quite a long time for a carnivorous animal to do a carnivorous activity. To like wait this long time, and then also you take in like, okay, like what would it take to get through this many feet of intestinal tract.
So wait a minute, so the only animal you have is snakes?
That's a lot.
I mean, I'm saying, but I mean, out of all the things you can have, a goldfish, a dog, a cat, you got
I
snakes.
here by you, we have coyotes. And I didn't want an animal that took as much care as a kid.
So the snake does?
The snake is in shed mode for a week, so he doesn't want to be bothered. He only eats once a week, and he only goes poo once a week.
So, but when do you have to clean out the cat? Do you touch it?
The snake? Yeah, I love them. They're very nice. I leave them out on the grass. I leave them out in the sun.
You're kidding me.
No. Constrictors, that's what I wanted to say. And so that means, what that means is that they don't use their teeth to eat their food. They just strike it, and that's it. So their teeth are not, they're not poisonous. And they squeeze for their food, so they would like feel the pulse. This is not like factual, I'm just telling you what I observed. I'm not here a veterinarian or an animal.
Let's put that out there.
Animal specialist. I'm just like a snake owner and lover. And so he would then like constrict for his food. And when the pulse was done, he would eat, because he needs to eat, right? And so I have a lot of regard and respect for this. I have one that's 9 feet big and this big around.
Oh my God.
And my children love it.
Oh my God.
They are respectful. It's like big enough that you're like, okay, I respect you. What would you like? Because I wanted them to have what they would like. Because I'm not like all that happy about having animals, because I don't know, you know, like what would make the animal happiest.
Because you're involved in some organizations, right? You have some. Oh, tell me about that.
I'm always looking for new ones to be involved with. I love Keep a Child Alive. That's Alicia's.
Oh,
Alicia Keys, who I call my sister affectionately.
You know, like everybody.
I don't know how. I just happen to
What's your energy and all that? So you attract people. I attract people too. So
yeah, and I really try to like merge my interests with organizations that are already in existence, and I have so many friends with so many organizations. So I just am, you know, it's not for anything else. I'm a helper.
So you homeschooled all your kids, or from what to what?
Well, we did it for a little while pre-divorce, and we did a little fabulously. We had teachers that helped, and it was nice. And then they started going to school, and once they're in there, kind of in their social mix, they got into that. And now they want to homeschool again. Now that they're older.
You went to school for fashion and all that, and then so Keenan's in the entertainment and all that. So what do you feel about your kids? Do you guys have like, okay, I want you to be this, I want you to be that, or you guys? Oh, okay.
Because you'll be successful at that, right? And you do the thing that really excites you.
So we'll have your kids taking an interest in the entertainment industry, or?
Yeah, my son just told me yesterday. I didn't even know this. He's in film class. He's, you know, like he said he was out scouting locations. I said, "Oh, baby," and his name is Keenan also. And he just has a natural knack for. I wanted to be a mother to children that were artists. That I really wanted, because I knew, like, you know, we get along. I love the name of your show. I don't know if I mentioned that, but
Oh, thank you.
It's so clever.
Thank you.
It's really inviting.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Because look, how many people? Everybody's been lied on before, and that's the worst thing about being lied on is somebody believing it. You know, it can be kind of, you know, you can brush it off a lot, but sometimes it can be hurtful. I'm like, yeah, what? You know, and so I just like to get it from the source, straight from the horse's mouth.
Always saying this and that without the facts, making all those useless claims. Then they criticize us, telling lies, and all the while they're wishing to have your life. Then here comes the paparazzi out to get